All right. What is up, everybody? I think we have everything all set up. Like, OBS updated, my loop deck updated, everything updated. So hopefully everything's working. I hope so. Let me double check. How's everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week? Happy Monday. Happy everything. Yeah. So it looks like everything is good. Looking like everything's good. Okay. Yeah. So how's everybody? Sorry, I gotta put some stuff out really quick. So yeah. Let's just do that. I don't care what the poll is. So yeah, okay. So let me swap back to OBS. We're good there. Yeah, so how's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. So last week was a little weird. I was kind of got a little sick again at the beginning of the week, like right after Monday. Then like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I was just a massive migraine. Like my eyes were hurting from light. Just massive migraine. I've never had a migraine that bad before. So I had to just kind of like, I would come home, I would take a nap, relax, and then I would I was doing a lot of studying, watching some videos, doing some stuff. But just like streaming I was not feeling it. Also, if you guys can see, we have 340 subs. I'm still waiting to buy a bookshelf. I had to pay rent, do some other stuff. So hopefully, by the end of the week, maybe tomorrow, I should have a bookshelf to put behind to put everything up on to make it look good. Move this camera around here so it just looks a lot better. So yeah, how was everybody's week going? Even though like I wasn't streaming, I was doing a lot of stuff. I was doing a lot of stuff. Got my Raspberry Pi set up. I actually put Pi-hole on it and I put Heimdall on it. So Heimdall, if you guys do not know, it's a dashboard that you can connect your stuff to. So like I have my Pi-hole here where I can see all my DNS traffic, what's being blocked, what's going pushed through. Then I set my Pi-hole as a recursive DNS server. So that way it's a little bit more secure and quicker to look stuff up. And it's actually been running really nice. And then I installed Heimdall on the same Raspberry Pi as well. Running in a Docker. Got into a little bit of Docker. Never done any Docker stuff. So it was really cool. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it just a lot of fun stuff. I had a blast doing it, honestly, to tell you the truth. Why wasn't that saved? Let's restart this Docker image. Where is it? I don't know how to do it from here. Restart, that's it. I swear Docker is really cool. Docker is so cool. Just doing some of this stuff is it's been really fun. So anyways, I installed this Heimdall on the server, put Pi-hole on here, have VS Code hooked up to it, which is really cool. I love how you can do remote connections on VS Code. It's really cool. So you can just modify files remotely here. You have a terminal right here to like servers, any server. Like if you have a server running on like AWS, you can hook up. If you have the IP and all the login credentials, you can hook up to VS Code, which is so cool. They're remote. Oh boy. That was wrong. Let's restart it again. So it's just really cool how you can have VS Code is so versatile for everything. So yeah, I have, like I said, I have Pi-hole hooked up, just doing some stuff, networking. I was running through some TryHackMe stuff, did some hack the box, over the weekend, just some basic minors, like basic stuff like nmap, some Metasploit stuff. I TryHackMe doing some hack the box. Had really good conversation with Overflow. He was in the chat on last Monday, and was just like, saying that he caught my stream and that I saw that I was going for Security Plus and my doing some stuff on TryHackMe, and pretty much gave me a roadmap for doing pen testing stuff I should be doing and stuff like that, which is really helpful. So I'm gonna write some goals here, what roadmap of stuff we're gonna be doing in this. So let's tweet out this stream. Also, I swapped to Firefox. Swapped over to Firefox. Is this do I have the... Nope, still no HTTPS. It's fine though. It's fine. Well, this is really cool though, because you can have different profiles. You can have different profiles in this, so that way you can see. You have different profiles where people log in. Different stuff shows up, and it was really kind of easy to set up in Docker. Like I said, I'd never done any Docker stuff, so it was really fun to do. Then I have my Pi-hole set up here, so if I click on Pi-hole, it will go to my Pi-hole. And then like my WLED for to control the LEDs down here. And then I have my Synology NAS, and then my my router right there too. And then like it has a ton of applications here. I don't want anybody to do that. So you go down to like the application list, and then you can add a ton of stuff, a ton of apps. You can through here. You have a ton of apps that you can log into, have everything set up. Home Assistant, just really cool stuff. Your Proxmox server, BitTorrent stuff if you want it. One thing I want to hook up, maybe do it on my other Raspberry Pi. I have a Raspberry Pi 2B. I have everything running on a 3B. I have a Raspberry 2B. I think I might set up a IRC bouncer, a ZNC IRC bouncer on this, so that way I can have IRC channels hooked up all the time to this, where I just connect to this and I can do it from wherever, and I have conversations all the time. Just some fun stuff to do. You can do YouTube DL. That's something I might need to do too. So just it's so versatile, so kind of cool. You can have it all here. I have my search set up to where it's still Google. So now whenever if I open up a new tab, I have an extension in here for new tab homepage. But also if I click on my homepage, this is what it is now. Just fun projects to hook up. Also doing some more networking stuff. Need to change the subscriber goal right there, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna grab subscriber goal right there, I think. Ooh, look at that. Look at that guy right there. Let's do copy this. Now live. Okay. So today, what are we doing? Today? Today, I want to do a little bit of aim training. I haven't done much in the past 2 weeks, honestly. I've been slacking because I was sick. Then these migraines. So we're going to do some Kovaaks. We're just going to do some speed training for like about an hour. Then I want to get into a couple... I was watching Professor Messer's his stuff on Security Plus. I went through 177 videos in about a week and a half. I've been listening to them at work and at home. And now it's time to start going through and start buttoning down some of these tests. So I'm going to do some exam compass in the mornings, probably at lunch and maybe on stream. I also have Professor Messer's his practice test too. So that way I can test out on his practice tests as well, which his practice tests are really cool. Then also I need to really get down on these malware terms. And then here is the PDF for all of the outline. There's a lot of stuff I do know. There's some stuff I am. So the tests are really going to. I'll probably do like every test here on this specific exam topic, and then go into these practice tests, and then do Professor Messer's practice test. So yeah, let's write out some goals for this roadmap that I'm going to be following. Where is the bullet point? So there, right there. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm already working on it. You're going to get my Security Plus cert. Okay. I'm working on it. I'm going to do it in March, beginning of March. I was going to do it March 3rd, but possibly push that to March 15th. I'm thinking. So get Security Plus, work on TryHackMe, and hack the boxes. So TryHackMe, I actually have a premium subscription to, and then Hack the Box, I do not. Then we're going to work on Cyber Mentors. Let's say Cyber Mentors. What his lessons or his So I followed him on YouTube for quite a while. So I have his foundation, ethical hacking. So practical ethical hacking course. I bought this on Udemy, a long time ago. Not a long time ago, maybe like a year and a half before he had it on his website. So I have that. So, nice. So we're going to do that. When we do that, why did our bullet point go away? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. $11. So I'm gonna go back to 11. Turn on bullet point. We're gonna be doing more labs. We don't want a bullet. We don't want a bold. Do more labs for pen testing. Oops. And then we're going to do we're going to study for the OSCP. OSCP. So OSCP, if you don't know, it is it's for offensive security, and it's pretty much a pen testing certification using Kali Linux. It is a very intense course, I heard. Takes a lot of time. The exam is a 24-hour exam. Essentially, you are exploiting boxes and then doing write-ups while doing it. So that would be a very intensive. And then after that, work Git and testing job. There's probably going to be more in between there. But oh yeah, no, we need to do what we need to do as well. Do Burp Suite. Portswigger their course for Burp Suite. So Web Security Academy. We're gonna do Web Security Academy. So Web Secure. No, not that. So Web Security Academy. Port Swigger, which is Burp Suite for web security. So like websites, web apps, and stuff like that. Yeah. So kind of a little bit laid out, not all the way, but this is going to be intensive for the next many months. But we're still going to be doing still gonna be doing aim training. We're gonna be doing aim training, and we're also going to be doing maybe some games every so often. You know, just chill out, have some games, relax for a little bit, have some fun, chill out with the chat. So, yeah. So that's what pretty much we have for right now. Luckily, like I said, I have this course that I already paid for on Udemy when I actually had quite a bit of money. So I can also do that. Then we have like TryHackMe. TryHackMe has like some really good learning stuff, and I already have premium for TryHackMe. I got introduction to web security done. I have pre-security done. I've been working on complete beginner. So I have Linux fundamentals, which I already know Linux. I love to use Linux. I wish I can use Linux for everything. I wish I can swap this whole entire computer over to Linux and play games on Linux and do aim training on Linux, because I'd get rid of Windows in a heartbeat. So this is where I'm at on it. I'm actually I need to finish up. Oh, I'm on Burp Suite actually. So I'm on Burp Suite. All this, just going through these like the complete beginner stuff, which is really cool. And then they have so many other stuff you can do too, like red teaming, junior pen tester. You can study for your CompTIA Pen Test Plus, which I heard is like, it's not really necessary. Offensive pen testing and stuff. And then you go into modules for Burp Suite. I really want to get better at nmap. My nmap stuff is very, very limited to like what I've learned, just the very basics. But I really want to get more into getting what nmap does, because networking in this is extremely, really, like, it's important to know your networking, OSI model, all that stuff. So there's a lot of stuff out there to resources. Like a lot of the stuff is free. This is free. This is for the VIP membership, but they have a lot of good stuff that is free. And then they have other just regular boxes that you can do. So, you know, capture the flag stuff. So this is what we're going to be doing for the time being. Hopefully everybody will stick around. But yeah, so let's just get into Kovaaks for right now. Let's get into Kovaaks. I don't know why this wants to run all the time. Armory Crate, I just honestly just want to get rid of it. I might just uninstall it from my computer, but it's got good stuff, so I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I was playing some Fallout 76 over the weekend. Actually, not bad. Not bad lately. Kovaaks. I might be a little rusty. So everybody hang tight. Just hang tight. What's up, Gravity? How you doing, man? How's it going? How you doing? How is everything in your neck of the woods, my friend? So what we're going to do on today, we're going to do pretty much just speed training today. I don't feel like getting too crazy. We're probably going to be for about an hour. I'm good. Feel a lot better. My migraines have gone away. A little overwhelmed for all the stuff I have to study, all the stuff I have to do. But besides that, I'm doing good. Trying to balance the AimLab benches. Nice. Let's re-download the list. For some reason, it's not popping up. But yeah, I'm doing good. Like I said, I'm a little overwhelmed for how much I need to do to study, to try to get a better job, to get some more money working in the industry. But luckily, like I said, Overflow was just a wealth of knowledge. He was like, yeah, I do pen testing on my day job. And it was when I was talking last week, actually, about everything. And he messaged me on Discord. He's like, yeah, I work in the industry. This is how I would do things. And just had some really good conversations. He's like, if you have any questions, let me know. I can give you a hand and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, this is so awesome. All right, 32. Let's do 32. 103 FOV. That's good. Your most played scenario. It's actually a really good warm-up scenario. Did you see the Kovaaks profiles in the page on their website or what? Yeah. I opened it up and I thought it was so cool that like Kovaaks is finally stepping forward and doing some cool stuff. I thought I was gonna be like way off. Way off on this, but I actually feel really good. Maybe taking a few weeks off was good. Maybe I was burning myself out, honestly. Yeah. I think taking a couple of weeks off was good. Kind of let things like relax for a little bit. I mean, I was doing Kovaaks for like a good almost 5 to 6 months with barely taking any time off. All right. Let me see. Where is... settings, FOV. We're going to push this up. Let's go up to 125. Actually, let's go 115. Let's do 115. I want to get visuals. This is my favorite theme, by the way, Gravity. When you made this theme and sent it to me, like, I love this theme. I need to turn down the volume for some reason. It is really high on this. Arm is definitely sore though. Definitely getting worn out a little bit. Where's everybody at? Since I kind of took a little bit of time off. Dang, Maddie, way up there. Way up there. See Maddie playing Valorant, man. Yeah, it's really cool. Had a really good, like, little section there in the halfway. Jumped up, though. That was good. All right, let's jump on to the next one. Oh, jumbo strafing, jumbo strafing, jumbo strafing, jumbo strafing. I am not good at this one. So what has everybody been working on these past couple weeks? What's everybody been doing? Woo! Definitely feeling it, but not far off. My top was 97 and that was a 93. Still have it. I still have it. Like I said, maybe taking a few weeks off, letting things heal, just feeling better. Could have been for the better. I was a little burnt out aim training. 94. So we're up there still. Still pushing it good. Arm is still definitely worn out. Definitely worn out. I'll tell you what though, Kovaaks seems to be running really good. Let's do this a few more times. That end really pushed that. That end really pushed that one. Ooh, yeah. Feeling it. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Let's drop this one down to 115. Okay, okay. Fell off a little bit, but not bad. Not bad. $71. We're up there. We're still up there. We're still doing good. We are still doing good, chat. We are still up there doing it. Although my arm does not agree with it right now, to tell you the truth. Arm does not agree with it whatsoever. Let's do this a couple more times. tell you what though, it's been really, really nice to get back into messing around with Linux, setting stuff up, servers, doing stuff on TryHackMe, breaking into boxes. That's how I learned everything on computers, was just breaking stuff and putting it back together. Try to fix something in Windows 7, break it and reinstall it. And a reinstall of Windows 7 is not like what it is today. You break something or you reinstall Windows 11 and it's like a literal, like, you're out like 10 minutes. First time I had to install Windows 7, I had two 80 gigabyte SSDs because SSDs weren't that big and they were expensive. I put them in RAID 0, and then I had two 250 gigabyte, I think they were Western Digital Velociraptors. They were the black, they were the fast blacks. They were like the 10,000 RPMs that I had in RAID 0 as well. But this is before Steam was able to put an install on a different drive. So what I had to do was I had to, during an install, I had to go into the command line and I had to move my user directory, like my documents and stuff like that, onto, I had to make a pointer to install it or have everything go onto my my SSD, my spinning disk drive, because you couldn't do it in Windows 7. You couldn't do it in Steam. So anytime I downloaded a game, it would go to that instead of downloading it on the C drive. It was a mess. And if it didn't work, I had to reinstall it. And then I would break it, and then I'd reinstall Windows and have to redo it. But that's how I learned how to do stuff, was breaking it and then fixing it and then breaking it and fixing it and research. So getting into pen testing and cybersecurity, it has been a breath of fresh air, to tell you the truth. Like, I used to do stuff networking. I had no idea what I was doing, but now when I look back on it from stuff I learned, I'm like, oh, I see what I was doing there. Okay, that's good. That is good. Get back into it. Get back into it. Go. Wide wall. Oh man. It's definitely filling up my bicep. 139. Not bad. We're not bad. Finish out strong. Whew. 140? Okay. Not bad. That one's just a killer. When they get tiny like that, that's the hardest part, I think. That's the hardest part about it. Oh, gravity is beating me on this. I gotta step it up. Gotta step it up. Oh, I also figured out how to do my remote on, you can't do it from your iPhone. You can't do it from another computer, which is stupid. Stupid. Okay. I want to let me connect. And then it does this. And I don't want to alt tab, so we're just going to listen to it. We're just going to listen to it. Okay, chat. That's what we're doing. We're just going to listen to music. Just going to vibe out. Just vibe out. Pokeball Frenzy. Oh, this one's nice. Here we go. The best I've done for a while. That's the best I've done for a while. 87 puts me about right there. That's not bad. Not bad for just coming back after a long hiatus. All right. I'm going to run. I really want to push air. So let's just do some air stuff for a little bit. Probably for another 30 minutes or so. Yeah, about 30 minutes. And then we'll get into doing some tests for Security Plus, and then we'll get into some nmap stuff on TryHackMe. I don't know what I want to do with it. Don't know what I want to do. Air Angelic 4. Let's bump this to 103. 332 is good. Visuals. Let's go with the tracking with a glowing theme. Not bad, not bad. We can do better, but it's working. Having a couple days, couple weeks, couple whatever off. So we're doing good. I think we're in a good spot. We didn't lose anything really. All right, let's do control sphere. My nose itches so bad right now. Oh, I can finally itch it. Oh my gosh, it was bad. That was bad. That was bad, chat. So, what else is everybody doing tonight? What's everybody working on? Let's do bot 5. I think bot 5 is the hardest one. Actually, no. Let's do smaller and then do bot 5. About to patch notes message. Nice. The score of 24 scenarios on AimLab. You're doing all AimLab stuff? What about Kovaaks? We're not doing anything in Kovaaks anymore? Oh. My bicep is definitely sore. Gonna be sore tomorrow. Definitely feel it. The second bot did not start good. Yeah, bot 5 is my problem right there. My problem child. Whoever made this scenario made it really difficult, and I like it. Didn't like it at first, but now I really like it. They need to be complimented on it all the time. Look at Viscose. Jeez. What time are we pushing? 6:42. Do about 10 more minutes. Maybe tomorrow, if streaming allows, tomorrow. Maybe we'll score push error. Error varied. Try to get that to Jade. Or maybe the next few days, the next few aim training days, we just kind of knock the rust off for like the last few weeks. Get back into the groove, start getting some really good scores, and then start pushing some more Jade scores to get Jade complete and then go into Masters. Still not up to where I was. Getting back to like the movements of the bot. Also, I think after the live streams turn into VODs, I'm gonna put bookmarks for aim training and then like the study sessions. So that way, if you don't want to watch aim training, you can jump to study sessions and vice versa. Oh, Gravity, how did you get your 4K to work with all the stuttering? I meant to ask you, but I totally forgot about it. You posted on Twitter. Because I tried to get all my stuttering to go away and nothing would work. For the Razer. Yeah, that one felt a little bit better today than what I've been doing today. My bicep is definitely sore. All right, let's round it out with, I don't know. Let me see. We're 5 minutes to an hour till we're in an hour. Got some chill music tonight too. Not looking too bad. My ear itches. Only some of the issues about having IEMs. My ear itches a lot. All right, let's run this one more time, and then use the bathroom, and then do some study tests, and then some nmap. All right, use the bathroom real quick, and then we will get into some tests, and then yeah, nmap stuff, good stuff, fun stuff. So see you here in probably about 3.5 minutes or so. I don't know. Just messing. I don't know. We'll see. Be back. Okay, so let us change the title of the stream really quick. All right, and then let's go into a new category. Save that. Okay, so we're gonna do some study tests really quick. Ooh. And we're gonna talk through it so that way it'll help me remember some of this stuff. And then we will get into secure or do the what's it called? TryHackMe nmap rooms. So we don't need our camera, our hand cam. So I'm gonna turn that off. Turn it off right there. Make sure everything, yep, looks good. Okay, cool. If you guys want to hang around, I do appreciate it. But if not, I understand. So the exam right here looks like to be let me see. Yep. Exam The details, maximum of 90 questions, 90 minutes, multiple choice, and performance based. 2 years work experience, IT administration with all focus on security, but I don't need that. I do a lot of stuff on the side, which still doesn't mean. So attacks, threats, and vulnerabilities is 24%, implementation 25, architecture and designs 21, 16 is operations and incident response, and then 14% is governance, risk, and compliance. So the biggest one is implementation. Let's go down to 3.0. See what these are. Protocols, use cases for them, endpoint protection, boot integrity, database, application security, hardenings, TPM, hardware root trust. Okay, so with that, should we do... I don't know where to start with these. I honestly don't know where to start. I don't know if I want to do by exam topic. Maybe let's do malware. Let's work on some malware stuff, and then we can go into maybe security controls and risk management concepts. All right, so 15 questions. Malware that restricts access to a computer system by encrypting files or locking the entire system down until the user performs the requested action is known as ransomware. Adware, it's just going to throw ads out. Spyware, it's going to spy in the background. Grayware, don't remember what that is, but ransomware because it's encrypting the files or locking the entire system down. So you'll get like a thing that says, give us 24 Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. Call this number or whatever, so you can unlock it. And sometimes they don't even unlock it. Sometimes they'll just take the money and run. But it should be ransomware. Okay, a type of software that performs unwanted and harmful actions in disguise of a legitimate and useful program is known as a Trojan horse. This type of malware may act like a legitimate program and have all the expected functionalities. But apart from it also does, yes, the biggest thing is disguise of a legitimate program. So a Trojan horse, just like when the Trojans invaded Troy, or the I can't remember who invaded, but it was the big Trojan horse. So it looks like it's good, but it has issues. So I believe that's going to be true. A standalone malicious computer program that typically probates itself over a computer network to adversely affect system resources and network bandwidth is called, I believe it's going to be a worm, because Trojan already did that. Spam is just going to be like in your email. Spyware is behind. A worm will self-replicate, go through the network, it hit every computer connected to the network, and then go beyond while consuming network. So that should be worm. What is a pup? So a pup is a potentially unwanted program, and you have to select 3 answers. These are the ones that get me right here. So a type of computer program that is especially classified as malware by AV software. I'm going to say that is an application downloaded and installed without user consent, illegal app. Nope, that would be like malware, but not a pup. Type of software that may adversely affect a computer's security and performance. Compromise users' privacy and display unsolicited ads. I'm going to say yes. An application downloaded and installed with the user's consent. I'm going to say yes. A type of computer is explicitly classified as malware by antivirus applications. No, because I'll show you here in a second what it does. A type of free utility software offered bundled with a paid app. So that one might be it. I know that is because I remember legal app on the malware glossary. But if I pull up Malwarebytes, okay, this is where I saw pups, a lot of pups. So if we go and do a scan really quick, And a PUP is a potentially unwanted program. Not explicitly classified as malware. I'm going to say that is true. I'm going to say no to that. I'm going to say yes to this. I know I'm pretty sure this one and this one, it's this one that I am running, I'm not sure on. I am not sure on. A type of free utility software offer bundled with a paid app. See, and that's what I think it is, because when I have done PUP or Malwarebytes scans, I would get pulled up PUPs by stuff I have downloaded that it wants to quarantine. So this should be done here in a second. It goes by pretty quick because it's bundled with a paid app. May adversely affect a computer's security and performance, compromise user privacy, and display unsolicited ads. That's adware or malware, just like specific malware. Because PUPs sometimes don't do anything. They're just that they get flagged for not having the certificate for it as it being a good software, or potentially it might be bad software. Usually shouldn't take that much longer. Cool. This computer is being backed up on the Synology right now, so that way if I ever get ransomware, I can back it up. I have learned so much stuff to harden my own network through what's it called? Studying for security. It plus is ridiculous. Like now, if I have IoT devices, it's gonna connect to a specific guest Wi-Fi, because I can have like 4 guest Wi-Fis on my router. Also with Pi-hole too. I've been running a lot for Pi-hole, so that way it can block a bunch of stuff, ads and just telemetry, like dialing out to and data harvesting from these, what's it called? From these big corporations that want to suck up all your data. Come on. Here we go. I'll just pull up this scan report. So detections. So I did last on the 26th. So yeah, see PUP right here. Speed dial. And it's Chrome. Chrome is giving me PUP speed dial. What's this PUP speed dial? Let's click on that. Let's see what that is. PUP optional. See, and then it's a category Malwarebytes detection that applies to potentially unwanted programs. So Malwarebytes read our related blog content. See, that's what I don't get though. Is why is it speed dial? Google Chrome speed dial. Google Chrome. So here, this is what we just did right now. And Google Chrome, everything's Google Chrome. Logs. Wow. Malwarebytes is tossing up a bunch of stuff for Chrome. Folder file, blah, blah, blah. Just gonna quarantine those. I'm not using Chrome right now because I'm liking Firefox. I'm gonna scan, throw that in the background right now. So yeah, see, a free utility software often bundled with paid app. I'm gonna go with that one. and not this one because it's not displaying unsolicited ads. Cool. Which type of malware resides only in RAM? So not logic bomb, because a logic bomb goes off at a certain amount of time. That's got to be on the hard disk. Not backdoor, because if you shut it off the backdoor, they want to keep the backdoor open. Fileless virus. So a rootkit is going to get into the actual OS, so that way, and then into the BIOS, so that way it embeds itself. Let's say fileless virus. So that, because fileless is the biggest thing, because it has to be somewhere, and if it's not in a file or a file on the computer, it's got to be in RAM. What is the function of a C2 server? Okay, this is what I'm... Span distribution, botnet control. I think it's C2 is going to be botnet control. Authentication authorization. So we're doing malware. So this is an authentication. So not that. Not pen testing. It's not spam. I believe it's botnet control. A malware infected network host under remote control of a hacker is commonly referred to as... I'm going to say bot. A worm is a self-propagating that goes to the network. Trojan is disguised. It's not a honeypot. A honeypot you put onto a network to have hackers hit that. It makes it look all nice and pretty with maybe false passwords and blah, blah, blah. And hackers and attackers want to go to that. I'm going to go with a bot. Just out of deduction. Okay, which of the following applies to a collection of intermediate compromised systems that can be used to platform a DDoS attack? Not HoneyNet. A HoneyNet is not an extranet. Intranet is it's going to be botnet. That's a botnet. Use a botnet to do a lot of DDoS attacks. So the more packets you can send to the router to flood it with requests, so that way you can't get out and it just shuts itself down essentially. What are we doing on this? So, yep, we're good. We are good now. Wow. I can't believe Chrome is tossing up HUPs. That is definitely real-time protection. I wonder if Malwarebytes real-time protection is worth it. I'm gonna do one more scan. Let's do one more scan just for fun. Okay, which of the following is an example of crypto malware? Crypto is going to be like hashes. It's going to be making it to where you need a password to get into it. So it's going to be ransomware, not a backdoor, because a backdoor is something that dials out, and so that way people can get in without going through the front door. Keylogger is whenever you type a key, it's going to log the keys. Rootkit gets into like the BIOS and the hardware into the actual nitty gritty of the OS. Malicious code activated by a specific event is called a logic bomb. So spyware is going to be spying in the background. Backdoor again, it's a way to get into the system without, like, it's dialed. It's got like a reverse shell or something like that. So like if you have your terminal here, it's dialing. There's a program that's dialing to something else that somebody can come in and not go through the screen and stuff. It's not a rootkit. It's got to be a logic bomb because it's a specific event. Could be just something laying there doing nothing, and if you log on to your bank, it goes off. So that way it can now get your credentials for your bank, your, I don't know, your crypto wallet and stuff like that. Malicious software collecting information about users without their knowledge, consent is known as, it's not crypto malware, it's not adware, spyware. Because ransomware is going to be a form of locking on a system and asking for ransom. Adware is just going to throw ads. Crypto malware is going to be spyware. Which of the following is an example of spyware? Okay. It's not a worm. I'm going to say keylogger. So vulnerability scanner is going to show the vulnerabilities like malware bytes, which we're clean now. We're clean. Does anybody know if it's worth buying malware bytes? Anybody know? Also, I 3D printed this, and I just love just to sit here and just like when I'm studying, I just keep rolling it around. Okay, so is it worth buying malware bytes or just running Windows Defender? I've heard different conflicting stuff. I heard Windows Defender is really good. Just be careful where you go. I've heard, you know, running different antivirus software is good. I don't know. Packet sniffer is going to be like Wireshark. It's gonna go, the packets going across the network to where you can see what's going in, what's going out. Computer worm, self-propagating vulnerability scanner. That's gonna be like antivirus. So I'm gonna go with keylogger. That's the most logical way. Which type of Trojan enables unauthorized remote access to a... Okay, so pfSense is a firewall router. MAAS is something as a service. It's a RAT is a remote access. Is a Trojan that enables remote access. A PCAP that's the file type that you would open up Wireshark into. That you save it, like if you do like a TCP dump on your computer, when you go to save it, it would save it in a PCAP or Wireshark itself. So I'm gonna go with RAT. But from what I've seen is a Trojan that enables unauthorized remote access. So that's the backdoor. That's going to throw your backdoor. A collection of software tools used by a hacker to mask intrusion and obtain administrator level access to a computer or computer network is known as spyware. Maybe rootkit. So software tools. Software tools. I'm going to go with rootkit on that one. Trojan, already know. Backdoor, that's going to be like a rat. Spyware is going to be like a keylogger. Or like turning on your camera or like a screen. It'll see your screen. I'm going to go with rootkit. Which of the following refers... I'm going to turn down the music a little bit. Which of the following refers to an undocumented and often legitimate way of gaining access to a program, online service, or an entire computer system? I'm going to say backdoor. Because a lot of coders will put backdoors in their program so that way they can get into it easily and not go through and doing easy stuff. I'm gonna go with rootkit because logic bomb is something waiting in the background. I mean, it could be timed. It could be if you open up certain programs. Trojan horse, we know that it's a malware disguised as a program. Rootkit, an often legitimate way, backdoor. Let's see how we did. Okay. Malware that restricts access to a computer system by encrypting files or locking the entire system down until the user performs requested action. Yep, got it. Okay, this is the one. Yeah, okay. A type of software that performs unwanted and harmful action disguised as a Trojan horse. Standalone malicious computer program that typically propagates itself over a computer network is a worm. Okay, so I picked... Yeah, this one was the confusing one. These were, you got to pick 3 of the most confusing ones on these tests, I think, for myself. Type of malware resides only in RAM, fileless virus. C2 server is a botnet control. Malware infected network host under remote control of a hacker is a bot. DDoS attack is a botnet. Which of the following example of crypto malware is ransomware? Malicious code activated by a specific event is called a logic bomb. Malicious software collecting information about users without their knowledge consent is known as spyware. Which of the following is an example of spyware as a keylogger? Type of Trojan enables unauthorized remote access to compromised system is a rat. So a rat, right here. Where are you? Remote access Trojan is a rat. Remote access Trojan. I just didn't remember what it was called. But here, Trojan. So remote access Trojan, it's in the name. I just couldn't remember what rat meant. So, and then pup. Where are you? Where are you, pup? Right. A computer program not explicitly classified as malware by an antivirus system. Although pups are legal apps typically downloaded and installed with the user's consent, they may adversely affect computer security and performance, compromise users' privacy, or cause nuisance by displaying unsolicited ads. Okay, so I need to remember pup. You can have unsolicited ads, compromise user privacy and performance. So Chrome is now, I'm not going to use Chrome. I'm not using Chrome anymore because it has pups. It's spying on us. And you can see like Firefox is not on there. It's all Chrome. See, Google Chrome. Google Chrome. Google Chrome. Google Chrome spying on us, guys. It definitely is. It threw it up just for Chrome, not for Firefox. That is concerning. Honestly, that is very, very concerning. Okay. A collection of software tools used by a hacker to mask intrusion and obtain administrative level access is a rootkit. Which if you know like Linux, if you got root, you can do anything. Or any server. If you have root, you are like, first you have like a user that can have very minimal. Let's go MS Paint. Let's MS Paint this. Let's MS Paint. I haven't used MS Paint for a while. So first you have like a user, right? User. Might have limited access. Okay, limited access. Then you might have like your manager. So let's say manager. Manager. Okay, you have manager. That might have a little bit more access, but still has a little more. Okay. Might not be able to like get into and change stuff in the system, but still has maybe access to some more files than a regular user does. Okay. Then you get into like your admin. If I'm explaining this wrong, let me know. I'm not perfect. Can change files, maybe more access. So has a little bit more access, can maybe change files, maybe change like some settings. And then at the very tippity top of everything, you have root, right? Especially on a Linux. When you run sudo, you're running temporary, like super user. You're running temporary root. You never want to be running root because root can do everything. Right? In a system. Root can do absolutely anything. It is like you never want to run root. That's why when you run Linux, like here, like if I were to like, let's say, so me, Tengu, I'm running WSL2 on my Windows system, right? So if I try to like, let's say, let's install a program. So app install, let's say HTOP, right? Boom. Could not open locked file. Permission denied. Are you root? It asked me if I'm root. So to become root, I use sudo. And then it's going to ask me for the password for root. So that way I can make a change. Oops. I can make a change in the system, which I already have htop installed. But you can make a change in the system. So as my server right now, so if I do ID, right, I don't have the IDs to be able to do anything, but I can go into the sudo group. But like if I went to like sudo su, right, I'm in root now. So it's root at TenguTerror right there. That's bad. You never want to be in root. You always just want to go temporarily into root. Which of the following refers to an undocumented and of getting access to a program is backdoor? So I got one wrong. Got one wrong, which I had it right, and then I'd second guess myself because I wasn't sure about the unsolicited ads and compromised user privacy. Now I know. PUP, unwanted user program. Google Chrome. It's gonna spy on you. It's gonna give you unsolicited ads. Don't run Google Chrome, I'm finding. I'm sorry. If you guys run Google Chrome, go ahead, do it. Just realize that they're spying. Google's spying on us all. So what did we do? We got a total marks. I got a 93, so I got one wrong. Not bad. Okay. Command line utilities. Let's do command line utilities quiz. All right. This is the stuff I like to do. This is the stuff like I like doing for like working on pen testing and stuff like that is command line stuff. Network command line utility in MS Windows that tracks and displays the route taken by IPv4 packets on their way to another host is called traceroute. So ping, if you ping something, let's say I want to ping my Raspberry Pi. Okay, so I can go ping 192.168.50.199. Boom. It's just going to give me the packets. It's going to send packet unreachable. Oh, there we go. Why is it? Let's go with my router. There. Now it's pinging my router. For some reason, it's not letting me ping. Might be because of the DNS, the pi hole I have on it. So NS lookup is going to be the same thing as a dig command where you can look up DNS stuff, the whole, like if you did like dig google.com, right? Dig. It will actually give you the DNS server right here, or where is it at? Right here. That's where it's located at. So that's the public address to google.com, is that right there. So NS lookup is the same thing as a dig. Tracert is, it's going to trace the hops. So it's going to be traceroute. Traceroute, you can do traceroute here. And then if you go Google, this is going to help me study too. So it'll show you the jumps through everything. Boom. Just clear that out right there. All right, a Linux command line utility for displaying intermediate point routers. The IPv4 packet is passed through on its way to another network node is called, I'm going to say, for displaying intermediary report. I think it's tracert. Nstat, that's the status of the network. NBT stat, I can't remember. Traceroute is what we just did. Which of the following answers used for DNS queries? So dig, I already talked about that, and NS lookup. That's Linux and Microsoft or Windows. Ping, path ping. What is the name of Windows command line utility that can display TCP/ITP configuration settings? So ifconfig is in Linux, ipconfig is in Windows. NSLOOKUP is DNS. Netstat is the status of the network. You took up the stats of the network you're on, I believe. So I believe it's ipconfig. I get the two confused from Linux and Windows. I think ifconfig is in Linux and ipconfig is in Windows, but I could be reversed on that. Or I could be completely wrong. Who knows? Who knows? So the Linux. So I'm gonna say. Wait a minute. That's the configuration settings. Netstat. That is Netstat. Because if you did ipconfig, then etho 0, it will give the network interface. So I think it's ifconfig. I think it's ifconfig on Linux. Which of the following command line tools? I always say like ifconfig, and if it doesn't work, I go back to ipconfig. Which of the following command line tools is used for discovering hosts and services on a network? nmap. We're going to be doing nmap later on. Command line utility used for checking the reachability of a remote access. Ping. We just did ping. Dig, DNS, tracert is going to go through all the hops. Netstat, I believe, is going to be the TCP IP. And then ping is what we just did. You can ping a server. Which network command line utility in MS Windows combines a feature of ping and tracert? Path ping? I think it's path ping. The trace route is going to trace through the route. Trace ping is going to send you it's going to send it out, and then the ping of what it is to each hop. You can combine the two, I believe. I could be wrong. Which of the following answer refers? Can you answer more than one? Okay, no. Good. Which of the following answers refers to a command line tool used for security, auditing, and testing of firewalls and networks? Ooh. Firewalls and networks. I'm going to say netstat. NSLOOKUP is like dig. hping, I don't remember. Path ping. Let's say nstat. Netstat is a command line utility used for select two answers. Displaying active. Testing the reachability. Nope, that's ping. Displaying intermediate points. That's trace route. Viewing TCP ITP configuration details. I think that's ifconfig or ipconfig. Displaying network protocol statistics. I think that's what it is. Which of the following answers refers to a network debugging and exploration tool that can read and write data across TCP and UDP connections? TCP dump. Netcat. TCP dump is what you can grab all the packets. But can you write data across TCP UDP? I think so. I'm not sure. Not sure, chat. Oh, we have 32 questions. Holy crap. The ARP command can be used to perform what type of resolution? It's going to be MAC to IP. Because you send an ARP request out to find the IP, the MAC address of the IP you used. So if you, let's go back to MS Paint. Let's go back to MS Paint. Let's go new. So let's say you have a router, computer here, right? You have a router here. They're connected by Ethernet. Okay, shabam, right there, right? And you don't, or let's call this a switch. Let's call this a switch. Let's just do switches right now. Oh no, let's call that a router. Let's do router. Bam, router. Right? Bam. Bam. And you're connected to it. So the IP address, let's say 1.1.1.1. It wouldn't really be that, but 1.1.1.2. Let's say this is 3. Okay, and this is 1.1.1.1. If I have this wrong, let me know. So when you first hook these up, this doesn't know where this is at. So it's going to send an ARP request saying, who's got 1.1.1.3? And he's going to say, I do. Here is my MAC address. Bam, bam, bam. So I'm going to go IP to MAC. Because you're going to send out an IP because you don't have the MAC address. That's physical. That is going to be on layer 2. IP is layer 3. So it's going to go down from layer 3 to layer 2 down to the byte. So in your OSI model, so you have, please do not throw sausage pizza away. So this is going to be application. Horrible spelling. I know. I'm bad. P. I know this is physical. Data. Network. Transport layer. Session. And then P protocol. Is it protocol? So it's going to go from here from layer. So here's layer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. A little right there. Okay. So it's going to go from, this is layer 2 is MAC addresses. Layer 3 is network. So it's going to go from layer 3 to layer 2. So yeah. Which of the following command line commands in MS Windows are used to display the contents of a routing table? Select 2. Oh boy. I think netstat P and netstat A. TAC A is usually going to show all, and P is going to show the routing table. Or netstat R. Gosh dang it. It's not going to be print route or route print. So A going to show all. I'm going to say R. TAC R. So routing table for R. I think that's going to be it. Not sure. I'm not right. I don't know. Command line in Linux for displaying routing table contents is netstat in Linux? Oh, I don't even know. I've never used netstat before, really. Route print. It wouldn't be print route because print is not a command. Let's say route print. I think it's going to be the same as Windows. We're going to go back through and we're going to do all this stuff too. Please wait. Which of the following answers refers to a command line tool used to download or upload data to a server via any of the supported protocols such as FTP, HTTP, blah, 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 curl. Gonna be curl. Curl is URL. Custom, is it customizable URL or custom user or something URL that you can request? Not sniper, the harvester, or memdump. And memdump's going to show what's in memory. Jeez, this is going to be bad. The following is considered open source intelligence. Wireshark. You can get Wireshark. Nessus. open source, open source intelligence is referring to pen testing in the beginning when you're just, I'm going to say Nessus. The Harvester, no. FTK, sure, no. I'm going to say Nessus. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong, chat. This is a bad test. Which of the following answers to an advanced network exploration and penetration testing tool that integrates functionalities from multiple other tools such as Ping, Whois, and nmap? Scanless. Sniper? I'm going to say sniper. DNS is going to be for DNS. Curl is, you'd say curl and then give it a command that will download. Scanless? I wouldn't say scanless. I'm going to say sniper. That sounds right. Get some water. Let's get some water. I've been talking so much. Hides an attacker identity by utilizing a proxy for port scanning. Scanless sounds right for that. TCP dump is going to show all the TCP packets running through the network on that interface. DNS is, or DNS enumeration. You can enumerate as a DNS server. Cockatoo, I'm not sure. I'm going to say scanless because it's a proxy. I remember seeing something like that. I remember like looking at something with scanless. Which of the following tools would be best suited for gathering information about a domain? So domain, DNS, domain network server enumeration. Say DNS. Linux command that allows to display the beginning of a file. The beginning of a file. So not echo, because if you go echo whatever, it's going to print it out on the command line in Linux. Printf. I'm not sure. Read. No, it's going to be head, because head's going to show the first however many 10 lines, or you can say more. Tail is going to give you the last. Which of the following commands in Linux displays the last part of a file? It's going to be tail. A Linux command that allows to create, view, or concatenate files is called cat. Because cat, you can create a new file, you can view, and you can like cat and then pipe it, or do like cat and then greater than into another file, so you can actually move it into another file. Or you can put more files, you can put files together. Is it concat? No, it's got to be cat. It's got to be cat. Got to be cat. I could be wrong. A Linux command line commands that enables searching files for lines containing to a match of a given text pattern is grep. So you can like have a file and you can go cat, the file, pipe, symbol, grep, whatever you want to find into that file. Because what it does is I'll open the file and then pipe it or put it into grep, the next command of grep. You just pretty much just putting commands together. What is the function of Linux change mod command? Doesn't compare, doesn't move, changes file directory access permissions, changes file owner and group permissions. I think it's file and group permissions. There's change mod, and then there's change something else. I can't think. I always use mod. I think it's file owner and group permissions, because you'll see if you go ls tac a, it will give you like drwx. That's for the user, RWX that's for the group, and RWX that's for admin. So you can go like change mod 777, and that'll give you full read, write, and execute permissions for your user, your group, and admin for that file or directory. Watch, I'm going to be completely wrong on that. Which of the following commands enables adding messages to the var logs syslog file in Linux. Logger. I actually learned that one today. It's not paste. It's not write. It's not printf. It's logger. I actually learned that one today. I was watching some stuff. A type of extended command line shell with a scripting language designed to simplify administrative testing Windows is PowerShell. It's not terminal. It's not command prompt. PowerShell is really cool. PowerShell is like Linux, but for Windows or terminal. Which of the following answers refer to a command line packet crafting tool? PCT dump and wires. It's going to be TCP dump. Packet crafting is that's what's throwing me off right now. Packet crafting. I'm going to say TCP dump, but that doesn't craft. I don't think. I think it only it grabs what the packet's going through on that interface and dumps it onto a file. I don't think it's replay. Maybe the harvester. I'm going to say TCP dump, and we'll see if we're right or wrong. Packets that can be used to evaluate the security of a network device. TCP replay, I'm going to say. The Wireshark just like grabs the packets. It's like TCP dump, but with a UI. The harvester, I'm not sure. I'm going to say replay. It sounds like you can. Which of the following packet capturing tool use a Unix-like operating systems? TCP dump. A Linux command line utility that can be used in the forensic process for creating and copying image files is called DD. It's not FS utility. This part is going to be like you can partition disks. DD is going to be DD. And then I think it's IN, and then the location of the file to OF, which is going to be output file, to the location you want to send it to. So you can like put, like I used to image, instead of going through like an imager to put like Ubuntu or Kali on a USB stick or like an installer, I used to do it with DD because I just like doing stuff I like doing stuff in the terminal. I hate doing stuff with Windows. It makes it feel cooler when you do it in a terminal. RAM context is memdump. WinHex is going to be, I think that's for your hex files. FTKey, imager, autopsy. Nope, it's going to be memdump. I'm iffy on some of these questions in here. Which of the following answers refers to a Linux utility for querying and displaying logs that are stored in binary form? So it's not logger. That writes to the system log. I think it's journal CTL. Because read, no, uncompressed, that's going to uncompress a file. I think it's journal CTL. Let's see how good we did. I'm really scared. I'm really scared. Yeah, see? A network command line in YAML utilities that tracks and displays the route taken by. That's where I messed up. I thought I was reading. It's going to be Tracert in Windows. And then it's the backwards. So I got these two mixed up because I was thinking Linux for both. Yeah. So Tracert is going to be MS Windows. Trace route is Linux. Answers refers to a network administration command line utilities used for DNS queries, dig and NSLOOKUP. I'm good there. That can be used to display TCP ITP configuration settings. Is ipconfig. So ipconfig, Linux is ifconfig. For discovering hosts and services on a network is nmap. The command line utility used for checking the reachability of a remote network host is known as ping. Which network command line utility in MS Windows combines the features of ping and traceroute is pathping? I got that right. So this is what hping. I don't know what hping is. Never used it. So, okay. Is an open source packet generator and analyzer for TCP/IP protocol created by Salvatore for security auditing and testing of firewalls and networks. Okay, hping. I gotta remember that somehow. hping for testing firewalls and networks. Okay. Auditing, testing firewalls and networks, hping. hping is firewalls and networks. Netstat is a command line utility used for displaying. Okay. Which of the following answers refers to a network debugging and exploration tool that can read and write data across netcat? Okay. ARP, IP to Mac, so it's going to be layer 3 to layer 2. MS Windows are used to display contents of routing tables. So netstat R and route print. Never used route print. Never used it. What's up, Maddie? How you doing? A Linux command line community for displaying routing table contents is netstat R. So netstat you can use in both Linux. I didn't think you can use netstat. Networking. I'm in internetworking right now. I just had to do Cisco L2 VP. Oh, Cisco Labs, huh? Yeah, I'm studying for the CompTIA. Doing CompTIA Security Plus, so. Yeah. Curl for HTTP, FTP, HTTP, SMTP, IMAP, POP3, and LDAP. All the acronyms. That's the problem. Is IT is so huge on acronyms. You can't remember stuff. Tools used for gathering. Open source is the harvester. I never used the harvester, so let's look this up. Yeah, networking. Yeah, I like networking, and it does so much. So the harvester is, it's in Kali. It's going to be web penetration. There's a wrapper for engines used to find email accounts, subdomains. Okay. That makes sense. Has every protocol. Yes. There's so many acronyms for everything. You know, file transfer, hypertext transfer protocol, SMTP, I can't remember. IMAP is email. IPOP3 is email. LDAP is databases and Active Directory. There's so much. FTPK imager. Oh, I got that one. So sniper. That looked right. Scan list because you're going to be using a proxy for port scanning, so that way you can do it anonymously. Yeah, SMTP is also email. There's just so much stuff. DNS. Displaying the beginning of a file. It's going to be head, tail. Allows you to create, view, and concatenate files. It's going to be cat. Searching files and lines containing a match to a given text pattern is called grep. Change mod. Changes file directory access. File. Yeah, that one's weird. So you can go like, oops. LS. So let's say, what's in my documents folder? Do I have anything good in there? So like if you went ls tac la, right here is your permissions. So that's a directory. Read, write, execute on the user level. Read. You can only read and execute a file on the group, and read. You can't write, but you can execute on the admin. But that's only to go back. So you come here. This one has everything. has everything. This one just has read, write, read, and read. Why does that have execute? It should just have. There's like a whole table that you can look it up. I think you just want 444 for that one. It's a directory. Why does a directory have? Oh, that's why. It's for a web server. So like if you went sudo change mod 444 for HTML starting. Now if we went ls a, it is now knocked down to read, read, read. I think you want to do 6. I don't want it to be 666. Yeah, there it is. So read, write, so it can't execute. Having executables on your system is not good. I mean, you don't want it. Okay, so it's going to be changes file directory access permissions. Oh, the directory, that's what it is. That's what it separates it. Which of the following commands enables adding messages to the var log syslog file? It's going to be logger. Type of extended command line shell scripting language, PowerShell. This is the one I was, which of the following answers command line packet crafting tool is going to be TCP replay. I should have just known this one I got, and then I should have just gone to that one. Which of the following command line interface packet tool capturing tools used in Linux like operating TCP dump, DD, memdump, and journal? 68%. There's a lot of command line tools in this one though. Just basic trip up stuff. Basic just tripping up on just different stuff. Go back through and watch some stuff. Should we do another one, or should we get into nmap stuff? Should we do another one? Public key infrastructure, so PKI stuff. For let's do PKI. Let's do a PKI quiz really quick. 20 questions long. Ooh. Which of the following answers refers to a hierarchical system for the creation, management, storage, distribution, and revocation of digital certificates? So PKI is the public key infrastructure. Web of Trust, certificate administration. IaaS is information as a service. I think it's going to be PKI. Web of Trust is going to be like, you trust, I'm going to trust whoever to sign the certificate to give me this. To give me this one right here. Where are you? It's this one right here, sorry. It's going to give, so for this certificate right here, so you can view the certificate, and so I'm going to trust that I'm going to go with PKI. Because you can look at the public key. Where's the public key on this? Authority info, authority key. So there's signature algorithm, SHA 256 RSA encryption version 3. Public key info. So I'm gonna say PKI. Dang. I need to do more studying. A type of trusted third party that issues digital certificates used for creating digital signatures and public-private key pairs is known as CA. Certificate CSP, no. What is the PKI role? Accepting requests and digital certificates, validating, authenticating the entity making the request, provide issuing digital certificates, providing backup source for cryptographic keys. I'm going to go with authenticating the entity making the request and validating digital certificates. No. Of a registration. Accepting requests for digital certificates. So they're going to do the registration. So they're like the DMV. Accepting requests for digital certificates and authenticating the entity making the request. They're not going to be doing backup source, validating. They're not going to validate it because they're just registering it. Issuing a digital certificates, no. I'm going to go authenticating and accepting requests. Which of the following solutions allow you to check whether a digital certificate has been revoked? The OSCP. Oh my gosh. So many acronyms to remember. So many to remember, chat. This is where I'm gonna fall short on. Allow you to check whether a digital certificate has been revoked. I'm gonna go with OSCP and CIR. I'm just gonna shot in the dark on that one. We'll come back to it if it's something. What is the fastest way for checking the validity something of a digital certificate? OSCP. Which of the answers listed below refers to a method for requesting a digital certificate? Oh, there's so many acronyms. So many. This below refers to a method for requesting a digital certificate. CSR? Yeah, I'm gonna need to public PKI stuff. Definitely need to look up PKI. The common name CN field describes a device, an individual, an organization, or a other entity certificate has been issued for. In an SSL certificate, CN refers to the fully qualified domain name, which is the domain name of the server protected by the SSL certificate. I'm going to go true. Which of the digital certificate types allows multiple subdomains to be protected by a single certificate? Wildcard. I think I remember reading this. A wildcard certificate. Because then it will, any it's going to be the star in like a regex signals a wildcard. Okay. Jeez. This is bad. Can't remember any of this stuff. Digital certificate, which allows multiple domains to be protected by a single certificate, is known as multiple domains to be protected. Extended validation. Code signing certificates are used to verify the authenticity and integrity of software. Self-signed certificates have a lower level of trusting, yes, because they are not signed by a CA. Computer certificates, machine certificates, are used to prove the identity of devices. S-MIM certificates are used to encrypt and digitally sign email messages. User digital certificates provide improved security during authentication and authorization of individuals. Root certificates are self-signed certificates that identify a root. CA domain validation certificates prove a user's ownership right to a domain name. Extended validation provides the highest level of trust. Jeez, there's so much stuff in there. There's so much stuff in there. I'm going to say false. Domain validation certificates prove a user's ownership. Extended validation certificates provide. I don't think that's true. What are the characteristic features of distinguished encoding rules? Oh. Distinguished encoding rules. Okay, so there's got to be one with file extensions. Encoded in binary format or base 64. General use for Windows, so it's going to be a format, an extension, and then which server it's going to use. I'm going to go DR and CR for the extension. I'm going to say Windows Server because Java servers, I would say Windows Server. Now encoded or binary, let's go with base 64. I think I remember saying, I remember something with base 64. This is going to be bad, chat. Which of the following answers refer to the privacy enhanced digital certificate? Okay, so now generally used for Apache servers or similar. I'm going to say Apache. PEM, so PEM and maybe binary. PFX and P12. So PFX, P12, that's pretty easy right there. Personal information exchange. Let's go Windows Server. Base, let's go ASCII base 12. Base 64, sorry. Which of the following answers refer to P7B digital certificate format? Oh my gosh. So file extension. Let's go that. Let's just shoot a dark in that. Let's go base 64. Which of the following allows for digital checking digital certificate verification status without contacting CA? Sideloading. This I definitely need to learn more about. We're going to be doing more PKI tomorrow with learning at work. Which of the following answers refer to a security mechanism designed to defend HTTPS websites against impersonation attacks performed with the use of fraudulent digital certificates? Stapling? Which of the answers listed below refer to examples of PKI trust models? Web of trust model. I'm going to say web of trust model. All CAs act as root CA. Single CA model, hierarchy model, root CA plus intermediate. Probably going to be might be all of the above, but I'm going to say root web of trust. A trusted third-party storage solution providing backup sources to cryptographic keys is referred to key escrow. TPM is on the computer. That's what you need to for like installing Windows 11. It puts a key so that way it will trust when you like the signatures of the programs and applications in your computer. You have to have it. You have to have one in order to play Valorant. Cover Agent C. I'm gonna go with key escrow because the key escrow is gonna hold keys as a third party. That's a trusted third party is gonna be key escrow. I know that one for sure. And we got at least one right. Got at least one right on this. Copies of lost private encryption keys can be retrieved from an escrow key by recovery agents. Recovery agents is an individual with access to key database and permission level, allowing him or her to extract keys from escrow by recovery agents. I'm going to say true. Probably wrong. I'm probably wrong. I need to learn more about PKI for sure. The term certificate chaining refers to a process of verifying authenticity of a newly received digital certificate. Such process involves checking all the certificates in the chain of certificates from a trusted root CA through an intermediate CA down to the certificate issued by the end user. A new certificate can only be trusted if each certificate in the certificates chain is properly issued and valid. Say true. Let's see how bad we did, chat. Okay, we got some right. Hierarchy system. So PKA was right. I'm going to pause music. I'm going to pause the music for a second. Okay. A type of trusted third party that issues digital certificates used for creating digital signatures and public key pairs is known as a CA. Okay, got that one right. This one we got right. Which of the PK role of registration authority? Accepting requests of digital certificates, authenticating. Okay, so we got that one right for the registration authority. This one, we got one right. Which of the following solutions allow you to check whether a digital certificate has been revoked? OSCP, and it's going to be CIRT. Okay, so that I went from this one. I actually used this question to answer this one. OSCP. So remember CIRT. What is CIRT? Cyber Incident Response Team. So in that, so cyber, what is it? Cyber Incident Response Team. Doesn't seem right. CI search focus specifically on incident response. The two terms are often used synonymously but are technically distant. Among the differences, CERT is a trademark term and association more with partnership on threat intelligence, while a CI has more of association with cross-functionality business team. So it sounds like they are more of like a CERT is an actual association with CIRT is actually like in your own personal. Okay, that sounds right. So we got that one right because I used these two. So OSCP, what does OSCP stand for again? Online Certificate Status Protocol. Okay, that makes sense. Which of the following answers is below refers to a method of requesting a digital CSR certificate something something? Corporate social responsibility. A certificate signing request. Okay. Okay, so when you request, you get the certificate signing request. So that's what you do first. I actually got a lot of these right. What is up with this? Digital certificate name is a CN field, describes a device, individual, an organization, or which is the domain name. I got that one right. Wow. So wildcard, I got that one. Multiple subdomains to be protected by a single certificate. So like if you had like a lot of these, like if you went to like let's see with let's look at the certificate here. They might have it on here. I might be looking in the wrong spot, but it's like twitter.com, twitter.org, twitter.net, Twitter, blah, blah, blah. And they have a long list of subdomains that they use. So like www.twitter.com, twitter.com. Like they have a wildcard that will like umbrella everything that they have, so they don't have to do a certificate for every single one. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, this one. A digital certificate which allows multiple domains to be protected by a single certificate is known as. So I answered extended validation. It's subject. Okay. So multiple names to be protected under one certificate is a SAN, subject alternative name. Okay. Yeah, these long multiple choice, they're so difficult. This one, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in here. So DER. Got the file extension right. It's going to be in binary. And it's going to be for Java. So DER is Java. It's on Java servers. And it's in binary. Okay. So PEM, I got that right. Apache server, and it's in binary. So DER and PEM are both in binary. PFX and P12. Got that one right. So that's right. So all these so far are going to be in binary. Oh, I actually got this one right. So P7B digital certificate is going to be in base 64. It's going to be in Windows and Java Tomcat servers. Okay, so P7B is the only one that's in base 64. So this one is side loading to check without contacting. Which of the following answers depreciates defend? So it's going to be pinning and not stapling. Which of the following answers below refer to a PKA truss model? It's all, that's what I thought. I thought it was going to be all the above, but I thought it was just one more. So it's all the above. Single CA model, hierarchy model, mesh model, web of trust, and client server mutual authentication model. There's so many different models for these. A trusted third-party storage solution is going to be key escrow. Copies of lost private encryption keys can be retrieved by key escrow recovery agents. Yes, I got that one right. The term certificate chaining refers to the process of verifying authenticity of a new. So, total questions, we answered 11. We got a 55%. So, not bad. It was horrible, actually. It was horrible. We're not gonna lie. We're not gonna lie on that one. That was horrible. So I need to study up on PKI. So tomorrow I'm gonna do some more studying on PKI infrastructure, so public key infrastructure. I'll watch some videos tomorrow on PKI. Let's go to the comp. Where is it? Public key infrastructure. So that is 3. That is section 3, which is the bigger part of the test. It's probably going to get more questions on that. So I'll study some more on PKI, and then possibly tomorrow we'll do another practice test on it. So much. I feel overwhelmed, to be honest. I feel overwhelmed. This is a really good site, Exam Compass. But I do feel overwhelmed in this, to be honest with you. So PKI tomorrow. That's what we need to. Command line, I can probably get some more. I can probably do some more, go already in. But PKI is for sure. Let's save that. I'm going to save this. My documents. Let's say this in documents. Let's do layer 3 to 2. Yeah, I feel a little overwhelmed, honestly. Without studying too crazy, I've just been watching videos. I think I mean, I can learn more, but I'm still need more. I still need some more. The acronyms is what gets so many damn acronyms. I need to get like I need some, what's it called? Some flashcards for acronyms so that way I can at least remember acronyms. General malware quiz. It's a good site. They have exam vouchers. You have to buy it through them. Buy the test through them. So tomorrow, public key infrastructure. That's going to be a big one. Because you can have it on the web. You can have it in your internal network for the whole entire network to do certificates. Like, there's a lot. If you go up here, implementation, section 3, 25 of the examination. So I need to study more. I'll probably listen. So I've been listening to Professor Messer. His playlist. I listened to this whole playlist. It's 177 videos long, right? So I wanted to pull up this. So it's 177 videos long with, it goes over everything. So you can see the section. Maybe I'll just tomorrow really hit on section 3. You go here, here's section 3. So you have protocols, endpoint, boot integrity. The last, what was the, it was 3.9. So maybe I'll listen over again 3.9 here. So PKI certificates, formats, and really go over these. 13.8. Go over them, listen to them a bunch of times, make my own playlist really quick, and just listen to them, and then go over the whole entire section 3 again. And then we'll do some testing on it tomorrow as well. So, all right. No, I know where I need to study tomorrow. And then maybe go over some command line tools. That stuff I can go over. Because I like working the command line. There's just stuff I got tripped up on. Let's start the music back up. Let's drop into our Kali. Let's do nmap stuff really quick. Let's go over some nmap stuff. Remind me later. Every single time it wants me to update VMware, like it wants me to close VMware, but I can't close it because it needs it open to update, and I don't feel like figuring out why it's doing that. Like I'm sick and tired of it right now. To be honest with you. I'm also thinking about changing my my Kali username instead of Kali, be it something else. I like the XFC. I like the FXC, but I like Plasma better. Plus, I can run it because I'm running like I'm borrowing 8 cores from my system and 16 gigs of RAM and like 8 gigs of GPU memory. So I have a lot of stuff to be able to run the Kali instance. So let's go to TryHackMe. We're gonna do TryHackMe stuff. We need to fire up our VPN. Wait, we're waiting for this to install. Oh, I found the coolest. This is cool. Where is it? Retro. Cool retro terminal. Look at this thing. This thing is cool. Look at that. And you can change the profiles. Green scan lines. Kind of like reminds me of Fallout. The old IBM. Default. Pixelated. The Apple shell. Vintage. The futuristic is really cool. See, I like the one thing I like about Plasma. I think the tiling is better. So let's fire up our VPN to connect to TryHackMe. So this is what we're working on. Like, I wish it was like Windows where I could tile it better. Why are you doing that? Why are you falling down like that? I wish I can tile it easier in XFC. So, we're going to do nmap. I want to learn some more nmap stuff for a little bit. Then we'll jump back into the complete beginner and run through Burp Suite, and then OSWAP, OWASP, Juice Shop, and then run through the web hacking fundamentals because I've already done HTTP, I've already done JavaScript, HTML, CSS stuff on my own, Python. So kind of just feel like doing just nmap. I want to learn some more nmap. I think nmap is very, very... I didn't see this before. The initial access. Red team recon, weaponization, passwords attack, and phishing. That's kind of cool. Red team fundamentals. The modules are really cool. Malware analysis, scripting for pen testers, network fundamentals. What is networking? Intro to LAN, OSI model, packets and frames extending your network. They have a lot of cool modules. Like a lot of cool learning stuff in TryHackMe. That's why I'm subscribed to TryHackMe, and then I'll just go through the box. When I get through here as like the beginner, then I can do hack the box stuff to get the OSCP. Honestly, feeling very overwhelmed with everything. Maybe I bit a little bit more than I can chew right now. But let's learn more nmap. Okay. We have 9 tasks and one that has a site. So I don't think we're going to be using the terminal for this. So let's just full screen it. We're already connected to the network just in case. Just in case. Introduction. When we want to attack and target a network, we want to find an efficient tool to help us handle repetitive tasks and answer the following questions. Which systems are up and which systems are running in these? Which services are running on these systems? Tool that we rely on is nmap. The first question about finding live computers is answered in this room. What time is it? 8:30. So we got probably another hour to be live. Honestly, this has been a lot of fun. Been a lot of fun. This room is the first in a series of 4 rooms dedicated to nmap. The second question about discovering running services is answered in the next nmap room that focus on port scanning. This room is the first of 4 in this nmap series. The 4 rooms are also part of network security module. That's kind of cool to learn some more ports and stuff like that. That might help on security. Honestly, that might help on some security. So this would be good to do. Okay. This room explains the steps that nmap carries out to discover the systems that are online before port scanning. This stage is crucial because trying to port scan offline systems will only waste time and create unnecessary noise on the network. Makes sense. We represent the different approach that nmap uses to discover live hosts. In particular, we will cover ARP scans. This scan uses ARP requests to discover live hosts. ICMP scans, which uses ICMP requests to identify live hosts, like ping. TCP UDP ping scan. This scan sends packets to TCP ports and UDP ports to determine live hosts. We introduced 2 scanners, ARP scan and mass scan. I've seen people use mass scan before on write-ups and explaining how they overlap with part of nmap's host discovery. As we already mentioned, starting with this room, we will use nmap to discover systems and services actively. nmap was created by Gordon Flyavador, a network security expert and open source programmer. It was released in 1997. nmap short for Network Mapper is free and open source software released under GPL license. Where's my water? I need water. I'm talking a lot. nmap is an industry standard tool for mapping networks, identifying live hosts, and discovering running services. nmap scripting engine can be further extended its functionality, from fingerprinting services to exploiting vulnerabilities. An nmap scan usually goes through the steps shown in the figure below, although there are optional and many are optional and depend on the command line arguments you provide. So the first one, it's enumerate targets. Then it will discover live hosts on the network. Reverse DNS lookup. Scan ports, detect versions, detect the OS, trace route, scripts, and write outputs. Some of these questions require the use of static site to answer task questions. Others require the use of attack box and target VM. Okay. Yay. Got one. I answered stuff yesterday. Why didn't it give me that? Okay. View site. Let's review a couple of terms before we move to the main task. Actually, I'm going to do something. I'm going to leave music for you guys, but I'm going to turn it off for myself. Let me know if it's too loud or too soft. Where are you? There you are. Kovaaks. Routing. Music. Okay, music should be for you guys, but it's turned off for me. I just need that for right now to read. Okay. So let's review a couple of terms before we move on to the main network. A network segment is a group of computers connected using a shared medium. For instance, the medium can be the Ethernet switch or Wi-Fi access point. In an IP network, a subnetwork is usually the equivalent of one or more network segments connected together and configured to use the same router. So subnetwork, subnetwork, network. And then the router connects the two. The network segment refers to a physical connection, while a subnetwork refers to a logical connection. So like VLANs or subnetworking. In the following network diagram, we have 4 network segments. Why can't I scroll? Oh, I gotta be in the VM. I need to be in the VM. That's why. Generally speaking, your system would be connected to one of these network segment subnetworks. A subnetwork, or simply a subnet, has its own IP range and is connected to the more extensive network via a router. There might be a firewall enforcing security policy depending on each network. So it goes into your subnets and stuff like that, VLANs, right? So 10.4, sub 16, network 8, 10, 24, 16, they're all connected going out to the internet. The figure above shows 2 types of subnets. Subnets with 16, which means the subnet mask can be written as 255.255.0.0. This subnet can have around 65,000 hosts. Subnets with 2424, which indicate the subnet has 255 all the way to 0. The subnet can have around 200. So it has 250 hosts, but more. Yeah. I have a cheat sheet for that. I'm going to refer to tasks in Intro to Landroom if you know more about subnetting. I know some about subnetting. So as part of the active reconnaissance, we want to discover more information about a group of hosts or about a subnet. If you are connected to the same subnet, you would expect your scanner to rely on ARP to find live hosts. An ARP query aims to get the hardware MAC address, so layer 2, from the layer 3, so that communication over the link layer becomes possible. However, we can use this to infer that the host is online. We revisit link layer in task 4. If you're on network A, you can use ARP to discover the devices within that subnet. Suppose you are connected to a subnet different from the subnet of the target system. So like if you're on A and the target is in C, in that case, all packets generated by your scanner will be routed via the default gateway, which is the router, to reach the systems on another subnet. However, the ARP queries won't be routed and hence cannot cross the subnet router. ARP is a link layer protocol, and ARP packets are bound to their subnet, which is layer 3. Because IP is going to be layer 3. Click on the View Site button to start a network simulator. We will use a simulator to answer questions 2, 4, and 5. Okay. Send a packet with the following. So computer A, computer 1, to computer 1, ARP request, data computer 6. From computer 1 to computer 1 to indicate it is a broadcast. Packet type ARP request and 6. So it's going to go out to everything on that subnet. How many devices can see in the ARP request? I'm not getting anything with a network log. Do not count the switch when counting devices. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 4. Did computer 6 right here receive? No, did not. Okay, send a packet with the following. Computer 4 to computer 4. So it's going to send out a general broadcast. ARP request, computer 6. Send packet. Yep. So it's going to say, I'm right here. Here's my MAC address to the switch, and the switch to the computer 4. It's going to be 4 as well. Yes. This is actually a pretty cool little thing that they have here. We mentioned the different techniques we can use for scanning in task 1. Before we explain each in detail and put it into against a live target, we need to specify the targets we want to scan. Generally speaking, you can provide a list, a range, or a subnet. Example of target specifications are machine IP scan me.nmap.org to example.com. We'll scan 3 IP addresses. Range, so 1, 2, range 10, 11, we'll scan 6 IP addresses. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, that's 6. Subnet machine IP 30 will scan 4 addresses. You can also provide a file as input for your list targets. So if you have a list of hosts, you can import that as well. If you want to check the list of hosts of the nmap will scan, you can use nmap SL targets. This option will give you a detailed list of the hosts that nmap will scan without scanning them. However, nmap will attempt to a reverse DNS resolution on the targets to obtain their names. Names might reveal various information to the pen tester. If you don't want nmap to DNS, you can add a tac n. Launch the tac box using, open the terminal. I'm going to have to use a tac box. I wanted to use my own. That's fine. It's fine. I wanted to use my own instance, but that's fine. That's fine. TryHackMe. We'll do it. We'll do it anyways. Public IP, private IP, username, password, protocol VNC. So we're waiting for that to spin up. What is the first IP address nmap will scan if you provide as your target? So we're going to do nmap, and then the IP address. So it's going to be 10. It's going to be 1013. No, it's not. Networking is crazy. This is taking forever to start up. Learning networking and nmap and all this good stuff. Oh, I did not know you guys could not see this stuff. Let me move. Let's move the camera. Where should we move the camera? Let's just keep it there for right now. Okay, the machine connects to the machine to play on TryHackMe. Not played on your TryHackMe is prohibited. Your slow response for your actions. The machine expires. Check TryHackMe to ensure you still have time left. Terminate. All data will be lost. Changes made. Usage instructions will be located in blah blah blah. Using Kali, or we're using a Ubuntu. We're using Ubuntu with stuff in there. Okay. Oh, they have Sublime text. That's kind of cool. Okay. So nmap. I did not mean to capitalize nmap. Tack. SL. Let's go attack in. We don't want to have it do the I want it to steal all the DNS. Copy. Is this gonna let me to paste? No, it's not. So 10.12.13/29. What messed up? I think I know. I think I forgot to capitalize the SL. The L. Yep, that's what it was. So laggy in attack box. Don't like using it. nmap. Tech SL. Tack in. 10, 10, 12, 13. Oh, I know why. Let me spin up an instance and just use my own Kali for it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8. Nice. We have connection. Make sure we have connection over here. Let's just ping Google. Got connection there. Maybe it's the VPN. Might be the VPN. VPN's working. Let's see if we can ping without the VPN. Make sure it's just not the VM. Oh, it's working. Okay, so let's ping google.com again. Is it the... Oh, duh. Why? What? Why did it put the scan? That was just weird. That was just strange. So 10.12.13.8. I've gotten more than one. I'm trying to get the 7-day batch so I get access to networks. I don't know why I want access to networks. I want access to networks. So if you did the falling range, let's just go up. So we want 13, 10.10.0255. Dot 101125. Whoa. So that's kind of cool. It does the whole range. How many addresses? A lot? Like, I can't even see the whole thing. Attack box is so laggy. You run my 6,400 IP addresses. That's kind of cool. So that way you can do. So that's the range for the octet right there. You can do 0 to 255 and 101 to 125 in those octets. That's kind of cool. Did not know that about nmap. All right. Discovering live hosts. I still do not like viewing full screen. I would rather it be, let me connect to the network to deploy a machine here so that way I can use my own instance. It's a little laggy with the attack box. Let's revisit the TCP IP layer shown in the figure next. We will leverage the protocols to discover live hosts, starting from the bottom to top. So we can use ARP from the link layer in the TCP IP, ICP MP for the network layer, TCP or UDP from the transport layer. Before we discuss how scanners can, and then in the OSI model, it goes up from here. Before we discuss how scanners can use each in detail, we will briefly review these four protocols. ARP has one purpose: sending out a frame to broadcast addresses on the network segment for asking the computer for a specific IP address to respond by providing its MAC address. ICMP has many types. Oops, didn't mean to go to there. I'll just open it up in a different. Internet control message protocol parameters, a lot. Uses type 8 and type 0 echo and echo reply. If you want to ping a system on the same subnet, an ARP query should precede ICMP echo. Although TCP and UDP are transport layers for network scanning purposes, a scanner can send a specifically crafted packet to common TCP and UDP ports to check whether the target will respond. This method is efficient, especially when ICMP echo is blocked. If you have closed the network simulator, click on View Site button in Task 2 to display it again. Okay. Discovering live hosting it. So send a packet with the following from computer 1 to computer 3. Ping request. So we got a 3-way handshake. So do that again. So ping packet. So it sends out the ping packet. Let's refresh this. Can I refresh this? I can. So computer 1 to computer 3. We want a ping packet, right? Ping request. So it first sends out an ARP packet to everything. Computer 3 comes back, sends out a ping packet, says I'm there. So ARP request, who has computer 3? Hey computer 1, I'm computer 3. Sending ping request packet to computer 1. So it's going to send it back and forth. ARP packet. ARP request. Sorry. What is the type of packet that computer 1 received before being able to send the ping packet? What is the type of packet computer 1 received? ARP response. How many computers responded to the ping request? 1. So, send a packet. So, computer 2 to computer 5, and ping request. So it's gonna send it all out. It can't find it, and it's gonna send it to the switch, out. Let's watch. I want to watch that again. So computer 2, computer 5, ping. So our packet to the router. Router's like, hey, it's here. It's gonna hold the ping packet, send out our ARP request, send out the ARP request or the ping request, and then bring it back. Router. What is the name of the first device that responded to the second ARP request? Switch 2? No, that's not right. Computer 5? Send another ping request. No. Because it already sent out the ARP request. So it's already got the ARP table in its cache for the switch and the router and the switch 1. All right, nmap host discovering using ARP. How would you know which hosts are up and running? It is essential to avoid wasting your time port scanning on offline hosts or an IP address not in use. There are various ways to discover online hosts when no host discovery options are provided. nmap follows the following approach to discover live hosts. When a privileged user tries to scan targets on a local network Ethernet, nmap uses ARP request. A privileged user is root, or a user who belongs to sub. The suitors can also run sudo. When a privileged user tries to scan targets outside a local network, nmap uses ICMP echo request, TCP acknowledgement to port 80, TCP SYN synchronized to port 443, and ICMP timestamp request. When an unprivileged user tries to scan outside targets, the local network, nmap resorts to TCP three-way handshake by sending SYN packets to port 80 and 443. nmap, by default, uses a ping scan to 5 live hosts, then proceeds to scan live hosts only. If you want to use nmap to discover online hosts without port scanning the live system, you can use nmap SN targets. Let's dig deeper to gain solid understanding of the different techniques used. ARP scan is possible only if you are on the same subnet as the target system. On our Ethernet and Wi-Fi, you need to know the MAC addresses of any system before you can communicate with it. The MAC address is necessary for the link layer header. The header contains the source MAC address and the destination MAC address, among other fields. To get the MAC address, the OS sends an ARP query. A host that replies to an ARP request queries is up. The ARP query only works if the target on the same subnet as you, on the same Ethernet Wi-Fi. You should expect to see many ARP requests generated through an nmap scan of a local network. If you want nmap only to perform an ARP scan without port scanning, you can use nmap PR SN target, where PR indicates that you only want ARP scan. The following example shows nmap using ARP for host discovery without port scanning. We run nmap PRSM machine 24 to discover all the systems in the same subnet as our target machine. So sudo nmap PR, which is the ARP, SN, and then the target, to discover the systems. In this case, the attack box has the IP address of 10.10.210.6 and use ARP request to discover the live host on the same subnet. ARP scan works as shown in the figure below. Nmap scans ARP requests to the target computers, and those online should send an ARP reply back. If you look at the packets generated using a tool such as TCP dump or Wireshark, we will see network traffic similar to the figure below. In the figure below, Wireshark displays the source MAC address destination, the destination MAC address, protocol, and query related to the ARP request. The source address is the MAC address of our attack machine, while the destination is the broadcast address, as we don't know the MAC address of the target. However, we see the target's IP address, which appears in the info column. In the figure, we can see that we're requesting MAC addresses of all IP addresses on the subnet, including the 10.10.210.1. The host with the IP address we're asking about will send an RPU request, reply with its MAC address, and that's how we know it is online. A lot of information on this one. Talking about ARP scans, we should mention a scanner built around ARP queries, ARP Scan. It provides many options to customize your scan. Visit the ARP Scan wiki for detailed information. One popular choice is ARP Scan TAC localnet, or simply ARP Scan TAC-L. This command will send ARP queries to all IP addresses on your local network. Moreover, if your system has more than one interface, you are interested in discovering live hosts on one of them, you can specify I for interface. For instance, ARP Scan TAC-I etho TAC-L will send queries for valid IP addresses on the etho interface. Note that ARP Scan is not installed on the attack box. However, you can install it using app install ARP Scan. In the example below, we scan the subnet with our attack box using. So it's the exact same thing. See, using TCP number similar to everything else. So the pack capture for ARP Scan is similar. Traffic patterns below is Wireshark output. Okay. So let's go back to attack box. So we need to install ARP Scan, it looks like. App. Install ARP Scan. Oh, we don't need that, but got to install anyways. From computer 1 to computer 1, it is a broadcast ARP request. Try all the possible devices other than the computer 1. So let's say our computer 2. Computer 3. Computer 4. Computer 5. You can only find 2 because we're not on the subnet of computer 5 and 6. 4, 5, and 6. Oh, we can do switch 1. You can find switch 1. No, switch 2. And I can find switch 2 because it's on the different subnet. Router. So 3. right. More information. Might have to finish this tomorrow. Might finish this tomorrow. Might go live a little bit earlier tomorrow and finish out this. I am tired. I'm hungry. I need to go get some stuff. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. So, yeah. Tomorrow we will go back over. We'll do some more aim training in the morning. Do a test. Do some more tests for we're gonna do more tests for the Pika infrastructure. So public key infrastructure quiz. We'll get some more on that. Then we'll jump more into some more nmap stuff. I don't know why I keep doing that. We'll do some more nmap stuff. We'll go a little bit live a little bit earlier tomorrow. We'll try to go live around 5 or so that way we can get an hour of aim training in, and then do some more security plus and nmap stuff. So appreciate you guys for hanging out. Hopefully it wasn't boring. I really do like doing this stuff, and hopefully I can get good where I can hopefully get a job doing pen testing, security stuff. That's the plan. So that way I can be making more money. So that way I can do more YouTube stuff and yeah, get some stuff. So appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys have a nice night. Hopefully you guys get everything done you need to get done. And remember, 1% better every day. See you guys.